right, y'all. Let's roll. Boots on the floorboards, coffee in my hand, pixels on a dashboard, but it still feels like the land. Every hill and river on this little screen reminds me of a builder of every real thing. Before we hit that mud, we praise your name. Jesus, you're the reason that we play this game. Every climb, every slip, every wild ride through, FedEx rolling out just to honor you. You're greater than these mountains that we crawl up under. Snowrunner and a Savior, full of power and wonder. Chat starting to gather, friend by friend comes in. We laugh about the rollovers, we talk about our wins. But even in the wreckage, you're steady through it all. You pick us up from ditches every time we fall. Before we hit that mud, we praise your name. Jesus, you're the reason that we play this game. Every climb, every slip, every wild ride through, FedEx rolling out just to honor you. You're greater than these mountains that we crawl up under. Snowrunner and a Savior, full of power and wonder. From the back roads to the broadband, you're the same God holding my hand. If we're streaming or we're silent, you're still King, Lord, you still reign. Before we hit that mud, we praise your name. Jesus, you're the reason that we play this game. Every climb, every slip, every wild ride through, FedEx rolling out just to honor you. You're greater than these mountains that we crawl up under. Snowrunner and a Savior, full of power and wonder.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Snowrunner Region Reversal. Yesterday, Steve and I got here and we started doing some exploring. We've got 7 watchtowers left to open up. 3 of them over here on this side of the map that I am on, which I have a route plotted for one of them. No, 4 of them on this side. One of them I'm plotted to. So actually there's a total of 8 because I didn't count this one before. 1 there, 1 up here at the top, and we got 2 at the bottom. And then there are 1 there, 1 there. And then over on the other side of the map where Steve was exploring, we have 1 by the south bridge, 1 up here in the dark, another 1 in the dark, and 1 over here. Oh, and 1 over here, so we may be at 9. 9 of them still to grab. There's a lot of watchtowers on this map. Mikey, I see you're here. We have Steve is currently setting in the garage. So I think, without any further ado, you can see the watchtower I'm headed towards right now. So we are going to head up that way and see what kind of further trouble we can get into. This quid pro quo, this is an important one to do, because that's the one that gets us the 963 sitting right here. Not that I don't already have one in the garage, but never hurts to have one for free. So, without any further ado, let's roll out. Hello, Steve. And Mikey is... You jumping into play, Mikey? Or are you just hanging out in chat? And I can't hear you guys because Discord is turned off my monitor. There we go. I don't know how that happened. But at least
Right.
I've learned what to look for over there. So yeah, starting to learn the different things that turn off on me that I gotta pay attention to and get them turned back on. Hopper, hello there. Yeah. Back across that section.
Your,
Hello there.
your alarm that was going off?
Am I?
Aye.
So are you joining us for a bit of fun tonight, Mike, or are you just going to hang out and chat?
I don't know. Give me a minute. I'm at a truck stop. My connection's not the greatest, but maybe it's fine. I'm trying to upload my map and test it later. Just trying to render it and do all that.
Yeah, try and play a game and upload the map at the same time. It's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. That might make it a bit challenging.
No, I'm just gonna render it on my computer and then keeping the. I'm trying to mute the right channel on my phone. Figure it out. Level. I'll come back to you.
Oh, gone.
I had to switch to in-cab view so I could get the winch to grab something in front of me instead of next to me.
Yeah.
Alright. Oddly enough, each of the watchtowers I've opened up has shown me a whole bunch of tasks, but none of my routes from one watchtower to another have taken me near any of them to activate them. I think I've got like maybe 3 or 4 that I've actually activated over on this side.
Did you guys just start this yesterday?
Yeah, we just got into this region
Yeah.
yesterday.
Oh,
Just doing a bit of scouting.
I don't remember if it's like every other day. A time zone. So, it's always 6 o'clock in here, I know that.
Always,
Believe me, there's gonna be a song.
always
A
6
song
a.m.
about that. Oh yeah.
What time is it?
I'm
6
lost.
a.m.
Let's go. I'm lost. Have you seen my pants? Where's my coffee? It's 6 a.m. something. If you remember to unmute your mic, it's 6 a.m. somewhere. Yeah, I added about 6 or 7 missions to Belmont between yesterday and today, so I've been uploading and testing,
Nice.
working. It's
We're going
good.
to re-download Belmont a week before next Monday.
Yep. We'll try to get everything completely proper so that you're not jumping in with cargo missing. It's like, well, I can do that. It doesn't take that long to render and test. I mean, the testing part takes about 2 hours to actually go to each task and sort of track through the cargo, make sure every piece is available, scroll through the areas.
Right.
Because after that point, I mean, it'll tell me if there's a physical. I didn't put a drop point. I didn't put, the task. I didn't describe it. I just had so much fun with my music. You gotta do a little create juices somewhere else.
It's for talented, mate. Put fingers in too many pies.
Yeah.
Richard Carper, the Hippo Center. Good evening.
Good evening, young man.
5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, 5 o'clock something.
Alan Jackson. And who was in there with Alan Jackson?
Jimmy.
Jimmy Buffett. Sam.
God bless. Not Sam. If Sam was in there, we'd think it was a popcorn popper.
Oh, hang on. Look, there's Streamlabs now. Have you remembered to unmute your mic? Yes, Streamlabs. For once I have. It happens occasionally.
Pat, you'll have to ask your chat if anyone knows who Andy Griffith was and where Mayberry is.
Well, you just did.
Well, anyone, do you think you know where that is? And you might want to guess where I am.
I know a guy, though, that could quote you every line from every Andy Griffith episode, word for word, and he can tell you which episode that line was said in, how far into the episode it was said, and what was happening in the scene at the time.
Had a traumatic time.
That's a bit obsessive.
Yeah,
After that, he's a bit of an autistic guy, is he? And
no,
bit
he's
of
not
photographic
autistic, just
memory.
very obsessed with Andy Griffith.
Oh, right.
No, that you're on the spectrum if you can do that. That's our
Xenomethian, hello there.
My brother's middle name, Griffith.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was my father's middle name as well, and my grandfather's first name.
Yeah, my middle name is my father's first name, and my first name is my grandfather's middle name.
Yeah, I have the same stuff with you guys.
Okay, I can swing down and activate.
Come in here.
All right. Oh, look at that nice little bridge. It's a handy dandy bridge to have open. South City Bridge. Now getting to town will be much easier. Great job. 240 XP, 2,600 cash. Okay. We're going to come down. We'll go activate this guy. And then we'll activate this guy. And we'll come around this way and activate this guy. I'm not sure. I think they're actually all part of the same one. But I'll find out. And then we come down here. Activate quid pro quo. And start working our way towards this watchtower.
Is BC season 7?
I'm not sure what season it is. I would have to count.
Yeah, I don't have my game open right now.
Hydrate, guys. Drink them if you got them. You got them. Go get them. Streamweb says so.
Is using the Zetros quite a bit in exploring Belmont, and I've been liking it. I don't think I flipped or anything. Yeah, got my muddy trails.
It's a good little truck.
My trails are like this. Belmont. Very, very mountainous, very technical. Mostly. And they have a service station named after Het and a mission named after Steve. as of yesterday.
Nice.
Steve is the forest ranger. We have to bring him some food way up in the corner of the map. So. Surprise.
How about that, Steve? We've been immortalized.
Immortalized.
Yep. Many people that don't even know. I was just listening to a song by them, and I just said, "Oh, well, his name is Jordan, or his name is Tim, or whoever it happens to be." Well, now you're in a mission. You'll never even know it.
Or they might know it. Who knows? They could all be Snowrunner players.
Nope. Breed. Good kind of breed.
There's an awful lot of us about.
For this many years in, yes, there are still.
I find it amazing how many people at church will ask me, oh, well, what kind of stuff do you stream? And I'll tell them that, what it is. And they're like, oh, Snowrunner, I've heard of that.
I've only met a few people that have known what Snowrunner was. Then I told them I make maps, and I just think that's incredible.
Yeah, making the maps isn't necessarily the easiest thing in the world.
That's correct.
Can't get a concrete slab yet, can we? Because we've got to make that.
It's easy.
Rightly.
Did I drive past my fuel trailer already? I can't forget to pick up my trailer.
You can do a lot of things.
It would be very tragic to get somewhere and run out of fuel.
It would happen. Why is my truck moving? Is it plugged in? Oh, gas tank's in snow.
I had an old 79 Ford F-150 with a 351 Windsor in it that the onboard fuel tank was rotted right out. So I disconnected the fuel line from the fuel tank because, of course, it had a manual pump, not an electric pump. And I ran a hose from that hose of fuel line off the pump into the nozzle of a 5-gallon gas can and down into the gas can. And I had 2 5-gallon gas cans I kept in the back of my truck. And when one ran low, I switched it over to the next one.
That's smart.
It was a poor man fix. Couldn't afford to go out and buy a new fuel tank, but I already had 2 5-gallon gas cans. So.
That's literally practical.
Just
I've never even thought
of doing it.
That's insane.
I was living about
I don't think that'd
30.
be quite legal.
Yeah, I was living about 30 miles from where I worked, and
The one way.
one 5-gallon can was enough to get me all the way to work. So when
That
I
would
got,
get you 2 miles. We won't talk about gas prices with Steve. He uses that.
Well, it's about £1.53, which was about $3 a litre. It was about $17, $18 a gallon.
ouch. And people here are complaining about what fuel prices went up to.
I pay for my diesel.
What I laugh at is the idiots here in the U.S. that will gripe and complain about $4 a gallon for gas. Okay, I'll give it, it's high. But they have no problem going out and spending, when you do the math as to how much they pay for a cup of coffee and ounces wise and turning that into gallons, they'll spend literally $70 a gallon on coffee.
Either that, or they'll go out and buy ink cartridges for their printer, which is about $300 a gallon.
Yeah. My thought is, you kind of need the gas to get back and forth from point A to point B. Do you really need the coffee? I mean, coffee's good, don't get me wrong. I drink it, but I don't go out to Starbucks and buy it. I'll make my own. Regret not filling the transfer tank on your truck before prices jumped? Oh, yeah. We had a truck at the shop for a while that had a transfer tank on it. It was one we had gotten from a customer that decided they couldn't pay their bills, so they just gave us the truck after we had already done the engine in it. And the transfer tank,
mission.
The transfer tank on it had a full tank, but we couldn't figure out how to get the fuel out of it. You could flip the switch and it would give you the read off the fuel gauge for it, but we couldn't figure out how to transfer it from the one tank to the other. So we running around with this thing, good 70 gallons of fuel that we can't get our hands on.
Did you figure it out?
Nope, we never did. Eventually we ended up we sold the truck to a kid that had actually come to work for us for a while. Whew. A little bit more solid ground that's a little easier to traverse. Alright, this should be my little detour up the hill for his quid pro quo. It's a shame that he wants a specific Scout fuel carrier.
Yeah. No, that's how they can set it up so you go from one corner to the other. Not just any random trailer store or something that's left over. Maybe, I know.
Yeah.
This is such a pretty region. It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's
very challenging.
It has inspired me very much. Most of my maps are autumn regions. They're just like the color instead of the screen.
You've never done a snow map?
Oh, I've done multiple.
Yeah.
Gaiad Expanse is my best. I've done Winter Wonderland. I've done Winter's Beauty as well. Gaiad Expanse is one of the better ones. It's very, very highly detailed, like my current modern maps. Oh, and then I did Caribou Yukon. That's winter map as well. Very muddy, very pretty, very foggy.
Very foggy.
Yep. You're not going to get a view like this. It's kind of, I don't know. I think the elevation I may have turned down, so everything's kind of lower for the fog to render in.
All right, I have to take a quick break and go let Sam out. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I'll finish weaseling my way down around here.
You know, it's a good map when you could travel an hour through it and still have like 3/4 of the left to go to be the explorer. It's like, yes, that's a very, very good map.
I don't mind if you've got a lot of exploring to do on roads that you can at least move on. What I hate is when you get these map makers that they either put super muds that, you know, you just sit there for 25 minutes to go 5 yards.
Yeah.
You know, winching your way from tree to tree. I find that a chore. Or Remo.
No, you can.
Such big hills that you need you know, a mod super truck to actually climb the damn things.
Well, I think it's reasonable in any muddy area to draw in mud. Basically, what you do, you take your mouse, you can set it to a diameter, you can set it to a level, and sort of draw circles, kind of, so you get a little traction here and there. But you're still struggling, but you still have stuff to grab. So you get through. It's like, okay, well, that section is a bit of a B, but at least most of it is not. I mean, if things are going to be super mud, they're going to be super mud. Maybe that's an excuse to use your OP trucks.
Yeah.
But I've had fun with that.
A little bit of super mud, I don't mind as long as there's some sort of winch point to give you a chance to get through it. But when there's super mud, it just grinds you to a halt, and there's nothing to winch to within reasonable distance, and you're just sitting there and.
Yeah.
You should never need to bring out your Zeeks to pull you out of every situation. It's like, well, I'm stuck here. Let me pull that from the other side of the map just to pull him to this swap. Just get it on the other side. That's not fun. There's a reason. There has to be a reason for it. It's not actually like water. Like you can draw up the mud to a certain level, and it's kind of the moisture level is what sort of bringing the water from the swamp up to a road. Like you can sort of draw that in. I think that actually counts as some resistance and some mud and stuff. There has to be a struggle and a battle. And you don't want people to just fly through the mud either. People are flying through the mud. It's like, why did I put the mud there? That's why I don't like OP trucks.
You want a map that's going to give you a challenge. I mean, there's different people play the game in different ways. I mean, for some people, it's, they're quite happy using the most OP truck they can possibly find, just to slam through everything, do it all nice and quick. Yeah. But other people, it's they want to use vanilla trucks.
Literally vanilla. I mean, at least when Hannah's been playing my maps, I've never seen them use a mod. I don't think.
I've used a couple of them, but I always start out running the vanilla just to do as much vanilla as you can.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily pick trucks for a reason. It's just like, I'm going to put this truck there. Maybe that comes from a swamp. Pick this truck there. Maybe that got flipped over in that corner. It's like, then you can maybe recover them, maybe tow it back and outfit them, and then maybe you'll get your own mods at some point. Maybe once you get the OP mods, I'd rather just have a vanilla mod. Really. So if it's a Chevy, it needs to be a Chevy, then I'll use the medium level tires. I'm okay with the autonomous winches a lot of the times, because that's usually why I started with mods.
I mean,
right.
I mean, the main. If I'm playing solo, then I'll use a mod that will give me an autonomous winch because that's realism.
Yes.
In real life,
Yeah.
in real life, you're gonna have a battery operated winch. You know, no matter what
Yeah.
your truck is, you're gonna have a battery operated winch. To not have that battery operated winch is
I don't know.
you know,
Do you think a twin steer would have a battery operated winch? Do you think a large?
Nowadays, absolutely.
Yeah. Do they?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't subscribe to any like real guys that do that. So I'm not sure. I've seen some like off-road Russian and kind of Czech off-road, just compilations where the guys are using those old Zeekses and kind of Azov variants to go through those mud pits. And usually there are people around like family-friendly days and stuff. But I don't know, what like the Russian military would be doing in the middle of the woods in a practical situation with things like that.
A lot of the trucks in Snowrunner are based on fully military or semi-military vehicles, be it Russian, American, or whatever. And I mean, there's not very military vehicles that don't have some form of winch available to them.
Yeah. I saw a couple FLDs recently, some Army guys, I think. I didn't quite recognize the trucks. I think they were a little bit different from most things that I've seen even in a mod.
Yeah.
But their camo just, in the standard fuel line, because they're around their bases going back and forth or whatever.
Probably more likely 916s.
Oh, I don't know. They could be anywhere and everywhere. I mean, you gotta remember I travel, so I see all the different guys and girls that travel between the bases. Never know where they're going. I don't usually ask them, hey, what are you doing, where are you going?
All right, well, I think what I'm going to do from this point, because the rest of the ones on this side of the map that got to get activated are the two at the bottom. So I'm going to grab the Scout Fuel trailer for this quid pro quo, get that dropped off on my way down towards the other two watchtowers. It would only be prudent.
You get that, if you go up and do that quid pro quo, then you're not far from the 963, are you?
Yeah, because that's where you get it, is doing that one. So
yeah.
I'm on the Wi-Fi uploading my map, and it takes forever, so I'm not getting into our stream stuff. But once it's uploaded, I might jump in.
All right.
Probably not using the truck stop Wi-Fi. I have a 5G connection. So this. Like, that mud doesn't seem deep to me, does it?
What, where I'm at right now?
Yeah, is it just patches here and there?
No,
like
it's not really that deep. I mean,
I would think it would be deeper. I don't know if someone failed that. You think that'd be struggling going through an open mud pit like you were just doing?
I mean, it is an earth roamer though, so.
Well, I don't know what kind of rail tires they had. Actually, I saw a very similar earth roamer model in a truck wash. Ask the person who was in about it. Like, it's just flying through it. Just flying.
They are a very capable craft.
I don't know if most of them are based on just like an actual, like I think there are a couple of like a TRX, like a TRX, and a couple of more Ford based.
All based on the big Ford, Ford 150s or whatever.
What map are we working on? We are working in British Columbia right now, Harold.
Welcome in, Harold. Where else I? It's rain and flooding around here.
Back up there. Cutting back across here.
Hey, when's the last time you played this map, you know?
What's that, Mike?
You know when the last time you played this map was?
Being my single player, so it'll be a while ago.
I think I used the assets for Kincaid on the observatory and stuff of this map, so it's been a bit. I think this is the first one that had any observatory. That was a good little addition.
Charlie! Hello, Charlie!
I've never been to BC, have you?
No, I haven't.
I've been to most of the other provinces, including Quebec, Alberta, and Edmonton. Not New Brunswick, not Nova Scotia.
No, pretty
Alberta.
much my extent of visiting Canada has been going to Windsor.
Oh, okay. Understand. Yeah, I mean, we used to just go to Toronto and stuff from Buffalo, just to get an empty trailer. Yeah, let's go into a foreign country and get an empty trailer. Okay.
Well worth the fees to cross the bridge.
I'm sure. I don't know if we had Easy Pass or how we ever did that. It would have been 2005, 2006.
I left Danny hung out to dry when I first started driving for them. They decided to send me on a route knowing I had no cash on me with no Easy Pass that required me to go across a bridge. There was a toll, and I'm like, all right, I'll take the route. I said, but you guys are going to end up paying a fine. They're like, what do you mean? I said, because I've got no money to pay this freaking toll. Well, we reimburse you. I said, I have no money.
Yeah, it's called a cash advance.
And they're like, well, just go with it. Okay. So I jumped into the Easy Pass lane and rolled right through. And you know, they photo snapped that truck rolling through there and sent Danny a bill. I told them ahead of time they were going to get one.
I mean, half the toll booths that you used to go through are gone now. It's either pay by plate or Easy Pass or their own state system. And if it's it's a higher fee to use your pay by plate, but it's more reasonable, obviously, to use Easy Pass or whatever the state system is. Like even Florida and Colorado and stuff, they have their own stuff. I have a little tag that's about half the size of a cell phone that does like Texas, Colorado, Kansas. No, the fourth one, but yeah, they'll either bill the company or bill directly. In my case, they'll take it out of my settlement, which is my paycheck by the end of the week. But usually the customers pay for that toll.
Right.
Before like Indiana, Pennsylvania has like no actual toll booths pretty much anymore. Same with Ohio and most of the big boys. Florida. Just say pay by plate or pay by your tag. Tag meaning your digital pass thing.
There we go. 963 is all repaired and refueled. I'm repaired and refueled, and trailer is dropped off, which apparently I get to keep that too. Haha. All right, quid pro quo. Great job. We have fuel and the truck's working, and it's yours. Let it serve you well, just like it served me. And we will.
I love it. We can't use it. Oh, you're the local. You can use it for sure. We'll give you this $50,000, $100,000 truck. So go ahead. Seems like you know what you're doing because you actually deliver.
We're going to make you fix it before we give it to you, though.
Well, then that is a good deal.
Especially when you get to roll out with the fuel trailer that they made you bring over.
Well, see, they weren't thinking. They didn't know. And plus, you probably stole that. Everything we do in Snowrunner is stealing from someone. No one ever talks about it, but... Well, hey, take this truck. Oh, but what do you mean take this truck? No, in Snowrunner, it's... Oh, yeah, that mine.
Just drive up and latch on.
I found it. Find these creepers.
Yeah. You were just lying around there, boss, honest.
Yeah, no. Nothing to see.
Somebody unhitched their trailer and left it at the side of the road, so I decided it was mine.
Uh-huh. Hey, trailer store didn't ask any questions when I sold it, so...
Yeah, they don't check those VINs.
VINs?
You have proof of registration, sir?
I bring the iodine dropper with the acid.
Oh, we know that.
How much money is in the account? I don't know. How much money do I have in my account? I have... That's not going to tell me.
Do that.
That's not going to tell me. I can't look right now. I got a couple million.
Be looking him up. He's not giving you nothing. And he has no access to it.
Okay, that was already activated. F4. Okay, so you got to remember, I'm transferring over from a PlayStation, so.
Or it gives you your stats and
there we go.
Missions and your descriptions for your missions and all that.
$2,776,544.
I froze this save over from the Xbox, which was 100% to the end of season 15. I've been playing with MJ for since season 15, and you for what, a year now on Snowrunner?
Yeah, something like that.
About 6 million. I think I've got about 6 million in this one at the moment. I only used it for co-op play.
Well, it helps when there's 3 or 4 guys doing it at the same time. Get to multiply all it. Don't need to spend everything when the host buys trucks and trailers and fuel. I'm gonna need to turn my fuel prices to reflect modern day kind of prices.
Easy,
European.
killer.
Okay.
So we've got one watchtower left. That one right up there. It's a nightmare to get to, if I remember rightly.
Nothing's a nightmare with a scout.
This.
That one up there as well.
Yeah, I got 2 of them over here on my side. Doing good, Charlie? Nice, nice.
Regular.
First time completing these tasks? No, I did them all on my solo playthrough once already. But it's been a while. It has been a while.
Did you guys open any gateway yet?
Negative.
Oh, yeah.
Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. That can stay down here. Does not need to go up the hill with me.
Do you have autonomous on it?
Always. How many hours did I play Snowrunner? Let's see now. I've got something like 1,700 on my PlayStation 4. I got 1,600 on PlayStation 5. And then almost 300 here on PC now. So I've got a couple of minutes in the game.
You still flips it.
Yep. Not as often as I used to, but I do still flip it.
Could be a song about that.
I ain't as good as I once was. Oh wait, that's the wrong direction. I'm better than I once was. All right. You're heading for that one?
Yeah.
Okay, then, so then it looks like the last one is the one in the northeast corner.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
The Bill's catchphrase. Nice.
there he is.
Of the outlook on that first screen. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. No, that was not a MP3. That was...
Really? I hadn't noticed. Nerves of steel. Oh, of course it's not going to give it to me. Now it will. Back on your feet. Okay, well, the only way to get through there is all the way up. But actually, I think I'm going to leave the Earth Roamer parked over here with its fuel trailer and parts until we need it somewhere else.
Climb out the mud. Come on, little truck. Climb, climb.
Take the beast for a spin.
Talk about Steve like that.
Preferably without driving it off the cliff.
Computer says that is optimal.
She needs a bit of frame straightening. Somebody has highly abused this poor truck.
Should we start a ticket? What am I trying to get over this stupid. It's not working.
Through there. No, we'll go down here, cut under there, cut across the swamp towards this point, over the hill. Round this point and down. What time we at? 6 a.m.
Somewhere.
in BC. Always 6 a.m.
Is there a setting in SnowRunner where it's always like 1300?
Yeah, you can adjust your time of day, but you have to do it at the beginning of your playthrough.
Yeah, custom.
It's just in the new game plus options.
Yeah, I've never tried that.
Yeah, once you've started the playthrough, you can't change it. And,
You want to activate some of these contracts?
yeah, I can probably do that now that we're.
Just trying to find something I can get to. Logs.
And you can do any of the tasks as well.
Yeah.
Preferably anything that's going to. We want to start with anything that's going to open up a road.
Yep. Path.
Yeah, those are the more important things. Roads and bridges. And feel free to double check any tasks you drive by to make sure that we've got them activated.
Sure. Yeah. What's the for Steve? What's the best way to get up to you from the garage?
If you go out around the back of the buildings onto the left and go up that slope to get up by the landslide on the road, gets you on the other side of that landslide on the road.
So just literally the first path that looks like a kind of a washed out road.
Looks like the
Looks like a path.
There's
right?
by that little loop around the cargo station in the corner of there. You cut around the trees and just cut up that gully up onto that road, and then follow that road on up.
Will advise. I don't remember how I ever did that before. It's been a long time.
Carefully, very carefully.
Very, very carefully.
I'm following this road round now to go and get that other upgrade.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes.
Now we cover it back to the garage and then go up round through into the other map. Start on the other map.
Got lots of exploring to do over there.
Yes.
I'm a train. Oh.
See if I can remember this route across the swamp.
Probably
Are there
not.
deep parts?
Well, there's some pain in the neck parts.
There's
Like
some bits,
just
if you do it wrong, then you just sit there. You don't go anywhere.
call it what do you call that snow condition?
Snowblind?
No, you call it something else the other day. Snow, deep death snow or something.
Yeah. Yeah, Super Mud and Death Snow.
Okay. Naming my new band. Yeah, Steve, I don't see myself getting up these hills. What am I missing? You see where I am?
Where
I'm by the just to the east of the garage.
Yeah, just go forward a bit, then left up towards
The
up
task.
to the just to the right of that car. There's like on the map. There's like a black line which goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking
Follow
at
the black
it.
line up.
Just seemed like a pain in the ass with these stumps.
If it takes you too long, I'm going to be coming down that route here shortly.
There's only a few stumps at the bottom. Once you get past the stumps, it's not too bad. It's just finding the optimal route through them stumps.
Turn my beacon. Safety first.
I am really only
these are
driving the 963 back just for the sheer fun of it.
Wow. That is a hill. That's a Mikey hill.
That's a
Remo hill. Oh my god.
once you get through the stumps, it's not too bad. What have we got here? Map defense engine M917.
Ah.
I'm coming your way, Pat. Are you bringing that down this hill?
Absolutely.
Good. Why? I can't hear it. Listen, it's been forever. Meow. Meep meep.
A little bit of low ratio to keep the speed under control.
Dragon. Mr. Hat, have you learned to make fast routes with your right clicking on your mouse yet? Is that your controller?
Yeah, well, I want to.
Okay. And once you get used to it, it's like click, 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 click. Not click, scroll, click, scroll, click, scroll, click, scroll.
Ah, I see what it is.
I'll go and get the consumables to get the ferry open.
Alright.
Trying for those spare parts on short circuit.
By the way, you can squeeze through those trees and not have to even mess with the tree stumps.
Further to the east of it.
Well, hang on. I'll back the truck up and then you can look on the map and I'll show you by showing where the truck's at.
Were you talking to me about coming up here?
Yeah, but
Soon.
for the route that you went going up.
Yeah. The drainage sort of path.
Yeah, I'll show you here. I mean, keep in mind I'm trying to turn a super tanker here.
Yeah.
But right here where the nose of my truck is,
Yes, yeah.
yeah, you can fit right through that gap in them trees to get up onto that hill. Oh, there's Sam asking to come back in. Hey, Beans. Yeah, this is a region reversal.
Just upgrades on the first 3 maps.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Yeah, region reversal, and we got all the upgrades off the first 3 maps.
So you didn't get upgrades here?
Yeah, and
We've got a couple.
yeah.
We didn't get any of the upgrades until we got here.
Okay.
All right, I've got to go let Sam in. I will be right back.
Steve, did you say you had a single player session and other game going on?
I've got an Xbox, which is how I started on Snowrunner, and that's 100% on all regions apart from season 17. I'm about 92% on season 17.
I see. If you have time during the days, maybe check out Belmont. Help me test some things.
Yeah, I'll
If you want to.
it won't be until end of the week this week. I've got a funeral. I've got a 7-hour drive Wednesday for a funeral. So, incoming.
All right. Consumables for the ferry. Great. Now the ferry will smoothly deliver any vehicles. Gateway is now accessible. 650 XP, 6,550 cash. All right. Now, we need another scout to go scout in the other map.
Is there a garage on the other map?
Yes, but you have to unlock it. Get to it to unlock it first.
Gotcha.
Funny, isn't it? Once you start driving around the map, even though you've not done this map for a year, 18 months,
Yeah.
it all becomes very familiar very soon, isn't it?
Oh yeah. You start going, oh yeah, I know where I'm at. I know what I gotta do.
I don't remember it. I think it's once you open up the bridges that you forget what the trails were. You get a few basic bridges done. It's like, oh, I don't know those trails. They're just, to me at least, they're just crazy mountain trail until you open up everything. It's fun.
The thing is, it's got, you know, the thing I like about Snowrunner is you can pick it up, you can play whatever you want for an hour, 10 minutes, 6, 7 hours. You know, it doesn't make any difference, does it? I mean,
6, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've said multiple times I still have a save game that I am only at 46% on.
Yeah.
On my single player because I just skip around, do whatever.
on my Xbox, on the Xbox, I've got a hard mode save that I abandoned because I was playing. You know, I set mine to gallons, and once you got to the region where you had to put the fires out, they wouldn't let you collect water unless you were in litres, and in hard mode you can't change.
Oh yeah.
So I was stuck. I couldn't put any of the fires out, so I just abandoned that one. And I've gone back to it and done later date.
Did they fix it?
They fixed it now, but at the time they hadn't.
Oh.
Alright. I got me my scout for continued scouting missions. I'm heading towards the gateway now.
Ooh.
But they're open it first, haven't we?
Well,
Sure.
that was unfortunate.
Oh, had done flipped all over again. On his side, on a cliff again. Playing like a turtle in a swamp again. Oh, had done flipped. Oh, had done flipped. Oh, had done flipped. Flipped.
That didn't last long.
I was going a little faster around there, and my wheels clipped the curb.
Well, someone wanted to give me some attention. Fortunately, I can't hear it through my end game, so I'll have to listen to it. Probably go something like, "Oh, head down flipped." And I literally recorded it. And now I can use my own voice to read the rest of it as of 4 days ago.
Big hocking mud tires on pavement doesn't do you a whole lot of good.
Nothing does anything on pavement. You know. Sure. So do they charge you different things to cross the ferry, or is it always standard?
Same price, $7.50.
Yeah. Or basically 1 day's worth of my fuel we're worried about now. That's worth it. Well, I got through the ferry. I'm going to go drop it off to the short circuit stuff, and then I will come back and do it again. Nice. That was nice.
I can't remember what we're going to do to open this gateway. What do we have to do to open the gateway, Hat? Do you remember?
I can't remember.
Are you going to ask AI?
I thought it was something to do with the plant up the top there. Get that plant open up the top.
That's unfinished business at the plant. Which gives you warehouse access.
That's the
Want
one.
me to ask?
I think we have to
Number
do
9?
that one. Once we've done that one, I think that then gives us open something else so that we can open the garage. So we've got metal beams, service spare parts, and a cargo container. They're all from over there. So
Looking to see what says access to gateway, you know.
Nothing to that. 'Cause I think you've got to do unfinished business at the plant first. So I'll go up and get a metal beam and a cargo container and take them across. If you want to get the service spare parts.
Sure. That was unfinished business at the plant. We'll start tracking that. Service spare parts are right there. Piece of cake.
Nothing's
Truck store.
It needs metal beams, the cargo container, and the service spare parts. Looks like the metal beams are only from that one far corner.
Yeah, the metal beam and the cargo container are all from up in that top corner.
Yep. Well, if you'd like, I've got the 963 parked outside with a 2-slot flatbed on it and a crane.
I was just about to pull something out with a low saddle and take a trailer up there.
All right. I will finish getting my scout up to the gateway, and then I will grab those parts and head up.
This game is so good.
Oh, it's I love the game, you know. Even for all the glitches and stuff, like last night, I was trying to go into the trailer store at the same time that Ian completed a contract, and when I hit the button to open the trailer store, it short-circuited my button. So then I had to try to figure out, every other button worked good, but I had to figure out how to do everything off the keyboard that I had to do with that button. Had to figure it out on the fly.
Is that just a multiplayer thing, or do you have issues with the controller, or what do you mean?
No, it was just a glitch in the game, and as soon as we completed the next contract, it was back to normal.
Is that a multiplayer glitch?
Yeah.
As far as you actually know it, at least? Oh.
It was just
Like
because two different things happened at the exact same time.
Be like a cut screen or something?
No, it was just a matter of having to accept something at the. It wanted to do two things at once, and it couldn't do it.
No, I don't usually deal with that. I think that's a multiplayer thing.
Yeah, it is a multiplayer thing.
Okay.
Okay. That guy's got nothing on him.
We're trying to rob him?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I could
Your
tell
raider?
you. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Well, that's not optimal.
See, it just doesn't work out well, so it's better off if you just don't know.
We would like optimization in our operations. I'm gonna put out a challenge to you to play with a Dan for half of the night.
Yeah, that's not likely to happen.
Why?
Do
you still not like it? Well,
I'm not a fan of it.
You not know it.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not saying it's a bad truck. I just don't like it.
What's your problem with it? What is the problem? What is the thing you don't like?
I don't have a specific problem. I just don't like the truck.
Then you just don't like me saying that you should use it?
No, I just don't like the truck. It's just not my style.
It's a great truck.
Very long.
Yeah, well, when's that been a problem for any of us?
Easy.
No. Well, the battery box, utility box, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
It is a long truck. But the frame twists, and it's very capable. So stop. Don't be restricting yourself. It's a great truck.
The thing is, we've got so many other trucks we can use at the moment now. Haven't we?
Well, yeah, but you just want to play OP trucks, or you just want to? Yeah, you tell me. I don't want to play OP trucks.
If you
I
look at
never
the
even
truck
used
I'm
the
driving
Avon.
right now, I don't do the OP truck.
What do you got? I don't see one.
White Western Star.
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna tell you what to play. I'm the one that brought this from my garage too. I could have asked you whatever you got. I am actually doing things out here, believe me. I did take the ferry across once I got my single service spare part because I have a utility in the middle of my truck and one slot for the service spare part. I'm doing something. I swear. So you did. So you get. Oh, I was gonna ask, did you get through the gateway, but you just got through the ferry.
Yes.
Just the ferry. Yeah.
You can't get through the gateway until you've opened it first. You've got to do unfinished business at the plant first.
Is there something else beyond that mission, or just the one mission?
I think that one opens the mission to get the gateway open. If I remember rightly. As I said, it's been 18 months or so since I've done this map.
I don't even see unfinished. Oh, unfinished business. Well, that's just warehouse access. That has nothing to do with.
Yeah.
Right, but it opens something else up, we believe.
By getting that warehouse open, it opens.
Opens the next one in the line.
It gives you access to something else.
I know how it works. It's you have to program it the right way in order to say this has access and this has it. Dude, if I was like an actual programmer or like, you know, an engineer, like I'd be much better at programming missions and stuff, but I'm not. Because that's what you need a whole spreadsheet. You need a workflow thing.
Yeah.
That's what it takes. That's what it takes to make a truly dynamic map where it's like if this warehouse opens, then you have access to this.
Yep.
It takes a lot of brainpower.
It's the stuff from back in the day of basic programming, if-then statements and go-to statements.
Yeah.
If-then and go-to statements. They're the backbone of every computer program.
Yep.
Computer can only do one or two things. Yes or no.
It's like, what was it, when Windows 7 came out?
The computer doesn't understand, maybe.
Yeah. But wasn't it Windows 7 the first one that they said, oh, this is no longer DOS based? I used to laugh. I'm like, every operating system is DOS based. It may not require you to go into DOS and type in the correct executable file, but it is DOS based. That's why I have a C prompt.
I saw a little meme or whatever earlier, a little video short on Facebook that said you could still load like Windows 3.1 on any device that has a floppy drive that has a 3.5 in it.
My first PC I ever bought was a Packard Bell Legend 102 with a 102 megabyte hard drive, and it ran Windows 3.1, had a 16-speed CD-ROM on it. That was the fastest and best PC you could get at the time.
Yeah.
People, when I told them how big the hard drive was, they're like, you'll never fill that thing up. I got one file bigger than that hard drive now.
No, I have my entire Snowrunner maps taking up all of my hard drive space from 5 years ago.
Sunglasses.
All of them. Ooh. It
was only 7:30 at night, but you know, from where I was at, it was kind of dark.
That's all that matters. This bridge. Oh, that's so good. Getting there.
Are you?
That's all you can do. Just get there.
There's nothing on this game which is done in a hurry.
Nope.
Nope.
If you're in a hurry, you're playing the wrong game.
Or a test map with a silly kind of mod. Oh, right. Now through the swamps.
I would
So
kind
is
of
this
like
the
to.
one that has,
Was this the one? What?
is this the one that has the cool swamps? I think it is. I'm not positive. I'm trying to think if it was BC or if it was one before it. You go.
Well, there's a couple of them that
Cool.
have swamps in there, but I.
Well, the cool swamps meaning like the half roads that get completely decimated, and then the railroad swamps, and then you have to bypass half a mile in order to do that. Because I think there's still fun. It's just, is it that one? I think it is because I think the fuel station.
I was gonna say this would be a fun map for that.
RDJ?
RDJ, hello there. Yeah.
Hello.
Albany River is next.
Is he doing a reverse as well or something? Or just
No, I'm not sure how Beans is doing it.
just around? Yeah, this is the one. I love these swamps.
But you know that Silverado that I got, that Silverado mod. That would be fun to just tear through here just for the sake of having some fun.
You know, a bit of a door.
You driving there, over there, mate?
Me?
Yeah.
I have a Dan. I think it's a 49X. Is that what that is? No.
We got a flatbed or a sideboard?
I have a single sideboard with a utility middle.
Yeah, he's got
I
that
only have
utility mount on there.
You got a utility on.
Yeah, it's
'Cause I
got
was
the
using
crane,
it
the
for-
parts.
I was going to say, if you've got a sideboard, then you can pick up a metal beam. You're halfway there.
No,
You can't-
I'd have to
you can't
grab a trailer. No,
Yeah, no worries.
it's kind
I'll
of
come-
a hybrid.
I'll come across and get a metal beam. No problem.
Yeah, it was kind of a hybrid
If you were
exploratory.
halfway there. If you were halfway there, then it saved me the trip across the swamp.
Oh, I didn't see where you were.
I'm gonna go across and get a metal beam on the other side of that swamp.
Oh, I mean, I'll be back to you in a minute if you need help with something.
No, I don't need
Just-
help. It's just.
I
the
just,
fact
I'm
that,
I'm delivering
as
the
you were
one.
As you
the
were
one
halfway
square.
there, if you could pick up a metal beam, then bring it back.
Oh,
Save me coming over there, but you can't. So
No, not. Was there a trailer store in that village?
There is a trailer
There's a
store up
in the
there.
village. I've worked it there anyway, so.
Yeah, this is kind of one of my favorite kind of bypasses in the game. It's like the whole road system got submerged, and you have to bypass to get to where we're going now. I think it's just well designed. I'm paying attention to what was going on with the map design. I have to do that. Okay.
Well, that should be the last watchtower. Figured while I was driving past it, I may as well swing up the hill.
Should. I saw it in your screen. I didn't see it pop up unless we're 30 seconds behind, which does happen.
So
Miss-
that one. It doesn't really open an awful lot.
No.
So, Mr. Steve, if you do happen to explore Belmont in the next few days, let me know if you find any stuff I need to work on, please.
Yeah, I will do. As I say, it'll probably be Friday before I have a chance to do anything. So
Yeah,
I'll have a look.
I think I don't know if I posted it in the Facebook groups, but I like when people know what I'm doing, just so they have. I like when people post videos because I like attention. Because I put hard work into these maps when I make them. Need a hand? You okay?
Yeah, so just working away across.
Every day I'm struggling. That's such a little cab. I would hate to drive around. Which, you know what? It's probably the exact same, the same part of my truck that I drive is literally what that day cab is.
Yeah.
It's the difference between a day cab and a sleeper. It's just the front part because they're separated.
That's the difference.
That's all it is.
Spare parts
I
are
could swear
delivered.
to the hood. Yay. So what? What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
Say it again. And dun.
There's the back of Sam's head cameo.
Oh, back to Sam.
Yep.
Would you usually ask?
He's my good puppy. God loved his puppy dog.
Why I named my songs Sam Snack Attack or whatever.
Get on, Sam. Get on. Well,
I'm getting the same thing we did the other day where you had no access to the trailer store because of the angle. It's just literally people need to make it extremely flat. You can't be on any 2-degree variant or anything. Yeah. Know what I mean, Hat?
uh-huh.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Okay.
I heard you.
Yeah, that swamp I just went through, it's like 2 degrees either side. It's like insufficient space, and insufficient space. It's like, yeah, are we talking about the hard drive or the trailer space? Probably both. Oh, from what? Okay, all right, Snowrunner. I don't usually complain about that.
Are you getting phantom damage?
Well, I drove over the rocks with the half of my 2 tires, and it gave me a whole bunch of crap. So,
Well, see, there
complain
you
about
go.
that. I probably should have taken a picture of the absolute ridiculousness that I had in my tire this morning. I didn't think about actually taking a picture, but it was something like the size of a hand inside my trailer. No, inside my tire, which makes no sense.
Must have
The
ran
guy was
something
holding
over.
a piece of metal that got in my tire that was the size of a hand, maybe some. Wouldn't that just like destroy your tire and not just make it flat?
Well, you would think, but apparently you got lucky enough that it didn't do too much damage.
Well, it made the tire unusable later, but I was able to drive 40 miles on it with my tire inflation system filling it,
Right.
which is obviously not that giant of a gap, but I'm really questioning myself why I didn't get a picture of it. Because that would be very interesting for you guys and for my Facebook groups. That to drive over a nail or a nut, like who cares? But the size of the piece of absolute garbage I drove over is ridiculous. And I drove through a work zone after it was done, but they shouldn't have what I drove to ever go through the tire. What am I doing? You know what? This is not a good idea. Can other trucks get through this swamp area on the other side of that swamp, Steve?
What's that? Where are you?
Or was it you that was coming through the
Yeah,
swamp?
oh, yeah. Yeah, you can drive right through there.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, you're better off to stay away from the road over there. The road over there is a trap.
You've got a little bit too far left. You just need to stay right a little bit towards the island.
Sure. Yeah. Help! Don't help me yet. I'm fine. I have winch points. I'm alright. This is a very capable truck. I'm telling you. I'm not necessarily the biggest fanboy of the Dan in the world. It's just I like the truck. And I wanted to see that. Reverse. Beep beep.
Reverse, reverse.
Touch my Smurfs. I made a church mission as well today.
Nice.
It was for. What was it for? It was for a community food pantry thing. So it's a little mission to the farm and to whatever picks up consumables. So gives players a couple of variety pickup points and an excuse to park at a church for a nice little pretty photo shoot. It's like always like to do that. Every map I've ever had has had a funeral, a wedding, sort of a group event. Like to change it up because
What was it? Was it a birthday party or graduation party on return to Michigan?
I don't know. The birthday party was Kimmy's thing, so that was something else. It was Kim. So Kim is a woman that was playing GTA 5 a roleplay server and watching. I don't know her personally. I just use her. Not her fault. I like the church on this map. It uses one big church and then two little churches as like side churches. It's creative map making. I approve of that message. We put the buildings together and then you can make a completely different thing that no one's ever.
Oh yeah.
You could put like I put the front of a house in the front of a warehouse because it's like, oh, this used to be a house, but then they built a whole warehouse when someone's family built it. Is that from another map? Or?
It used to be a warehouse and somebody turned it into a house.
Yeah. Get through 100 years, and then everyone built it. Just like any villa. It used to be a hardware, then it's a bank, then it's a car. Or whoever needs money at the time.
Figure while you're hauling that stuff across, I'll activate a couple more of these tasks over here.
Talk to me.
Go down and do the landslide, maybe.
Yeah, that's the ones I'm getting. The ones along this road here.
Is it unfinished business or something down along there? Oh, temporary measures. I've done rock slide.
Yeah. Yeah, temporary measures I got. Yay! New trailer discovered.
We don't need a new trailer.
I could have discovered one when I was at the plant there, but I didn't drive right up to it.
What's that? The fuel trailer in the corner.
There's
Or the sideboard trailer.
the sideboard trailer over there, yeah.
That's already been discovered. I drove up that when I was scouting.
Okay.
There's a fuel trailer as part of a mission, isn't there?
Yeah,
We're
there's a
getting
fuel
XP
trailer
from that.
over on the same side as the medium pipes that is a task. Or on the same side as the metal beams, I mean. Would you
There's
stop
a fuel
saying-
trailer. There's a fuel trailer up there at that warehouse as well. Scout fuel trailer that's part of the task.
Sam down here laying at my feet keeps pushing up against me and pushing my feet around.
I will try. Oh, we're
Right turn.
incoming, perhaps.
Perhaps. Hey, short
Hello.
circuit. Thanks. Soon repairs will start and the supply of power will be uninterrupted. 580 XP, 6,300 cash.
I did something.
What do you want, a cookie?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm fresh out.
Get it from Samlin.
Oh, I was
Ding,
gonna do
ding,
this.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, that's in there already too.
Eating, eating, eating. Not IRL.
Oh yeah. fuel station is right there. Need to go top my truck off. Down to a quarter tank.
Well, I'm doing inexperienced driver tests. Is that a service trip with me on my truck? You always need a mission for a CLT that's been drowned, because what else are you going to do?
There's a reason it's any.
Absolutely. All right, Steve, I'm going to wait till you get there so we see what else we need for the gateway.
Whatever we get out of this warehouse. I think.
I think every map should have like every truck in the game as a recovery mission. Just put every single one out in every corner, just because it's fun.
Just for something to do.
Yeah, literally why we're playing it. If we had better things to do, we wouldn't be doing this.
Well, I got better things to do. I just can't afford to do them.
Well,
Woodworking is expensive.
is that your thing?
That's one of my other hobbies. I really like to do it. I enjoy it. I just can't afford most of what I need to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to put your touch on my dad. I think you get along just fine. And he was military as well.
Ah, cutscenes. Gold Horse Mining. They're everywhere.
What's everywhere?
Unfinished business at the plant. Fantastic job. Now we're ready to dispatch resources to restore this region. 1,080 XP and 10,800 cash. All right.
And my dad's kind of a woodworker on the side. He never taught me any of it. But what he does, he's not
Concrete
quite
slabs,
retired yet.
cement, and concrete blocks. Unlimited
Slabs,
quantities.
By the way, the good part about it, Dan, is that this is ancient. And is already pretty stable because it's long enough.
Ah, there we go. Paralyzed transportation that just opened up. Needs service spare parts times one, 2 concrete slabs.
Is that for the arch? For the gateway, I mean?
Yeah, that gets our gateway
That
open.
happens to the gateway.
So,
So I'll bring this concrete slabs down.
yeah, and I will go over
All right,
here and
I'm
grab
gonna-
some service spare parts because I'm right down the road from them.
We'll continue where it was. Still in the swamp, pulling the CLT.
See, I knew I stayed at the fuel station for a reason.
Mm-hmm. If you weren't there, I would have literally dropped the CLT and come back for the service for parts. For vehicles.
Service spare parts.
Right, that is
Never can mix those up.
drop off or something. It's all coming back to me now. Well, Mike, if you want to get in on some of the exploration, you're more than welcome to grab a scout and head over towards the gateway.
Well, I won't be doing an awful lot. Once I've got these two delivered, I'll be jumping out. So.
Alright.
Do you need to find your garage first?
That's the first thing to find, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Garage, the trailer store, there's a mission in there. Boom, boom, boom.
Is that It's All Coming Back to Me Now song, a Celine Dion song, Pat?
Yeah, the second garage construction one. That's the one that I get open when we done this one, isn't it?
Yep.
Pat, did you hear me?
What'd you say?
Is that It's All Coming Back to Me Now, is that a Celine Dion song?
I couldn't tell you what kind of song, whose song it is or anything.
I bet.
I know I didn't sing it anywhere close to correct.
No.
Uh-oh.
Come on. Oh.
Don't be saying no. You say yes in an affirmative voice, and then you will overcome.
Hey, the important thing is he didn't follow that up with, "Oh, you stupid truck." We haven't heard that phrase in a while, Steve.
No, never.
That's definitely Celine Dion song. I'm just gonna go with it. It's all coming back to me now.
Ugh. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for any terrible sounds you may hear. Whether they be from me, Mikey, Steve probably won't sing.
Oh, I will sing, but I can hit it. I can hit a note, but it's obviously for S's and giggles. If I want to sing, I'll sing. I can sing.
Alright, well, I just passed through the plant, so...
Well, it fell over, but it didn't.
Engine still running?
The engine was still running, so I used my crane and pushed myself back up again.
Good recovery. It's a Padera, so, I mean, you almost have to be upside down for him to stall.
Yeah, I was at quite a fair angle. I must admit. I was trying to go round the puddle. Went too far up the bank.
Bank always wins.
Charges the most interest.
We're gonna make a Snowrunner mission out of that. Thank you. Metaphors.
What's the metaphor?
See you
I don't
later.
know. What's the metaphor you?
What the hell? What the hell? What the hell for you?
What a man of me.
Try actually saying you can do it. Don't say you can't. Be lazy. Okay, I know my parents could sing at some point, because how am I so magically talented?
Because your name is
Don't
Mike.
even say it.
Your name is Mike.
I know.
Magic Mike. You got no choice.
I like it. Incoming in about 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Within that range.
Hey, inexperienced driver. Great. We'll fix the vehicle ourselves. Here's your reward. 340 XP, 2,900 cash.
Yeah, makes sense. I literally took through the repair station, so I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, cab
Yes.
over, can go up to its yard and do whatever it needs to do.
This is definitely a Remo hill.
No, these are my hands. He doesn't do nothing. He's retired. I'm friends with him on Facebook. These are my hills.
For quite a while.
He's alive. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, worth it. Don't even want to philosophize what he's doing anymore. I don't care. To bed. He's passed the torch. Guy with a family. Does what he needs to do for himself and stuff.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be playing video games like that if you have people that rely on you. It's for single guys like me. Not that you guys should be playing, it's people that are spending 270 hours making a map, like both my last maps, each individual. Yeah. No wonder it takes me so long. Alright, I did 2 missions. That's a start.
That's the definite start.
I've done most of you guys. I'm gonna start singing coming back to me now.
Of course,
I
we
can do
got
a
a
good
couple of
Celine
scouts
Dion
parked
call.
in the way.
Are you in the other map or no?
We will be here shortly.
Huh.
I'm gonna hang back and give you room
Kiss
to
me like this.
back up a little bit there,
Kiss me
Steve.
like that. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna Celine Dion do it now.
All right, here we go.
What?
Boom!
Hey,
Paralyzed transportation. Finally, the land route is restored. This is vital for Duncan Bay. 1,140 XP, 10,200 cash. All right.
If you activate the garage construction now, when we jump through, we can.
Yeah, second garage construction. Wooden planks ×2, bricks ×2, vehicle spare parts ×2.
So what you
There's
need
another one
is
in
somebody in one of your trucks to go and collect some wooden planks and vehicle spare parts. Right?
Yeah.
The bricks we have to get through the other side, but the wooden planks and the vehicle spare parts come from inside. So you need to pull out a truck and a trailer and task Mike with getting the vehicle spare parts and the wooden planks.
Hear that,
Bringing them
Mike?
through for it, will you?
Start. I'll get a truck that has more than one slot. So.
Well, let me pull one of my trucks out so that way if something happens, we disconnect or whatever, or get halfway there and don't complete it, then we've got it.
Fine. Would I get the choice?
You get a great truck, a nice C500 with roof rack.
Give him a Dan. He likes Dan. A Dan in a 5-slot trailer.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that would be real convenient for turning corners, wouldn't it?
Back to the Dan one slot.
And all right, Mikey, C500's parked at the trailer store with the trailer already on board.
Roger that.
Wooden planks and vehicle spare parts.
What mission is it?
Second garage construction. Six a.m.
Somewhere.
So I've done the first part of the long distance haul for you.
All right.
All right. So what do you guys want for the other map?
You need to pick up wooden planks ×2 and vehicle spare parts ×2.
Wooden vehicle.
Vehicle spare parts, I believe you can get at that spot right across the ferry.
Yeah. The wooden planks are just the sawmill around the back.
So everything is en route to the gateway.
Wooden and vehicle. Why? Can I try tracking this? I tried doing this. I didn't see the second.
Yeah, it's under the British Columbia government contracts.
Second, got it. Verified. All right. So wooden and vehicle.
Yes.
Okay. So I have to go all the way through the mountains for this crap because we don't have our bridges open.
No, no, you're
Go
good.
across the ferry.
Oh, the ferry gets me to. Yeah, that's up. Okay, that's fine.
Sergey, hello there.
Hello, Sergey.
Ferry gets you to where you pick up the vehicle spare parts.
Yep.
And you just follow the road down through the town, round the back to the sawmill. Come back from the sawmill over the bridge, follow the road.
I got him.
No places I wouldn't pass. No, I tend to do things the challenging way sometimes. No places the White Western can't make it though.
Right then, I'll recover this Ford back to the garage and the Federa back to the garage.
Alright. Hey, Stu! Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, everyone. I'm not listening to chat.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the game.
Absolutely.
Yes, Steve.
You enjoy the rest of your evening.
Well,
Don't forget about
now.
my stuff later.
Yes, I will do. I'll, as I said, it'll probably be Friday before I have a chance. But
Yeah, he's got a busy week ahead of him.
the funeral on Wednesday, so other side of the country.
Sir.
Alright, well, there's the factory with my bricks.
Certainly is. We've got 12 likes, 9 watching. That's not too bad.
No.
You have
no.
fun, guys, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Cheers, Steve. Got a handily placed fuel trailer that is obviously for a task or a contract, but I am swiping fuel from it.
Wiper be swiping.
get a whole bunch of concrete slabs out of the warehouse and build yourself a concrete slab road across here.
It's not road craft.
What games do I plan to play? Well, I have a few of them in my repertoire already. I have Docked, Last Caretaker, which I am really enjoying, and that will be Wednesday night. I will be streaming that. Of course, Snowrunner and Roadcraft. I have thought about pulling out a little construction sim. I've got that. I just have not streamed it yet. In fact, I haven't checked it out. I hear tell rumor that it is a multiplayer. I've played the game, but because I was playing it on my own, I never bothered to look and see if it was multiplayer. Somebody had said it is. But in order for me to do the construction sim, I've got to try to get my remote play for the PlayStation thing hooked up again, because they did an update and it logged me out, and since the update it won't let me every time I try to log back into it, it tells me that I'm trying to log into a PlayStation on somebody else's account. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's my PlayStation, my account. Two covered trailers.
Someone did something useful.
I activated a new task.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see now. If I remember right, I just stay on this road here for a ways. Kind of goes back to what Steve and I were saying earlier about how no matter how long you've been away from a map, you come back to it and it's just like, oh yeah, I know what I gotta do, where I gotta go. It's just like remembering that there's an issue on the road up ahead, so if you don't take this little detour around right here, you're gonna get stuck. And have to
That
backtrack.
takes a condition. That takes a condition called being sober.
Here we activate this.
Finally approaching my pickup zone. 101.
All right. I thought you already had your vehicle spare parts.
Nope. Got them now. Want me to pick up any additional or just the 2?
No, I just grabbed the 2.
Done. And meow. What's the other 2? Wooden planks, I believe. Correct.
Hello, little TranStar.
That sounds personal.
Where's that guy going? He's going opposite direction. Okay.
Boy. This is definitely going to work out.
Well, when you do get in here, the route will be obvious.
Oh, don't worry about me. I ain't getting the other map if you're saying that tonight. This is going to be a whole thing. There's no way I'm getting any of that. I'm going to have to call off for work. I have to do all this just to pick up this road. I do this all the time, so I'm used to it. At least when I know I've been drinking, I don't actually drive. I'll give you that.
Well, I hope you always know when you've been drinking. Because if you've been drinking and you don't know you were drinking, you really have a problem.
Well, I have a problem. It's just... You know, I'm usually drinking when I'm doing any of this, so... Drinking while driving? No.
Now, I do believe this was a slightly better route. As long as you pay attention to what the heck you're doing.
It's the best way to go about life, a little bit.
What, pay attention to what the heck you're doing?
Yep. Yep.
Always a good idea.
And to make maps difficult for other people, so it'll piss them off. You will see that when you play Belmont.
Hey, it
I
can't
think-
be any
I
worse
think
than
when
dragging a dairy longhorn clear across Penn Hills.
Probably not. I can tell you that I've put about 16 hours into the map in the last 2 days, and that's good for everyone, myself including. Just fixing basic crap, actually having the cargo where it needs to be, and moving things around where they need to be, and not having trucks stuck under random garbage. Basic map making stuff. But you have to care about that in order to even care. You think they would care?
Bricks are delivered.
Right.
Not that you can do anything really. I mean, you can't buy nothing in here.
No, I have my own stuff.
You'll have one slot and no truck store currently. All right.
Stupid. Why?
Oh, what in the world, Route? No wonder it's taking you so long, Mike.
What?
And then you're going, wait, you don't want to go up there because that's not getting you anywhere near where you got to go. You have your vehicle spare parts now, right?
I think so.
Okay, well, you know if you would have just came from the garage, go across the ferry, you could have picked vehicle spare parts up right there, and then you drive straight over to the sawmill and get your wooden planks, then straight up the road to the gateway. You kind of took the scenic route. You kind of took the scenic route.
Well, did it for a reason. I do it for a reason. Waste all your fuel.
No, well, yeah, you're probably going to get stuck up there, too.
Why you don't trust this truck?
No, I mean, because you're going to run out of fuel when you get up to the top of the hill, probably.
I'll be fine. I know what my Freightliner could do. I have a real one.
Well, that's good because you're not in a Freightliner on there. You're in a Kenworth.
Oh, well then I know definitely not to know how to turn on my marker lights. I've never mentioned that part. There are switches, I guess, for marker lights on Kenworths, and none of the guys know how to use them. You always just see you'll see turn signal lights and trailer lights, and no other marker lights because no one knows how to use it. It's dumb. Never mentioned it. Top of the hill in 5, 4, 18, 17. I'm helping!
Is that what you call it?
I'm helping! Let's start this contest now.
Contest isn't getting the mission accomplished.
But it's fun. And I want a snack. I want a snack attack. Looks like the song's been very well. Driving a semi through the mountains on a hill trail. Who designed any of this? Just because I picked the path doesn't mean that it's supposed to be.
Hey, be nice. Truck didn't do nothing to you. Or you. Alright, well, Mike, you get yourself to a good parking spot, and we're going to go ahead and call it.
Done.
Alright, you parked up?
Yes.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and end the stream right here. And we would all like to thank you for watching. And if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, please feel free to share, comment. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. Mike, you want to say goodbyes?
Thanks for watching, everyone. In a couple weeks, or in a week, Mr. Het is going to be playing, I guess, my map again, which is, I think, Penn Hills, correct?
Yep, we will be doing at least one more task in the Penn Hills map.
At least one there, and then I've been working on Belmont Glades, which is my masterpiece, so watch for that in the future. Could be next week, could be 18 weeks, could be never. Never know with anything. But thanks for watching, and thanks for putting up with our BS and all that kind of stuff.
And ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Steve, who has gone already, we're going to say thank you, and we will see you next time.
Been a wild little ride here tonight, laughing along under that blue light. From the first hello to the last GG, y'all been sitting right here next to me. The stream is ending, but it ain't goodbye. We'll fire it back up on another night. So hit that follow, keep your boots by the room. The stream is ending, hit X game and we'll see you soon. Yeah, the stream is ending, hit X game and we'll see you soon. From the clutch plays down to every small fail, you were right there raising all that hell. The chat rolling fast like a hometown creek. Can't wait to do it all again next week.